NBA action. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Kevin Durant.
And all of a sudden, his three ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Diabate in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for New Orleans, Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Zion Williamson out there with Kelly Olynyk. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Murray. Diabate grabs the board. Here's Durant. And the layup is good off the glass.
This is where his length and size are a factor. Kevin Durant getting an easy opportunity inside.
Outside Murray. Pass to Olynyk. For 3, McCollum. Miller pulls it in. Here's Diabate. McCollum defends. Bridges, a screen on Murray. Ball passes to Bridges. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And just over a minute played here to start the game. McCollum with it. He's picked up by Miller. McCollum, the pass to Murray. Williamson with it. The shot from the low post is good.
We know CJ can score it, but the passing component of his game, I mean, McCollum's really upgraded it.
Ball taking his time here. That's tipped. Ooh, stolen by Murray. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Pass to Williamson. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Here's Charlotte now. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You got to be a good team to reach that feat.
I tell you, the vision is simply special. LaMelo Ball toys with the defense, creates easy opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's McCollum. Last game, he had 28 points. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
The free throw drops for McCollum.
Yeah, now a veteran in the league, McCollum's combo guard style of play is valuable to this team.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Olynyk passes to Williamson. And again, New Orleans, no good. The Hornets with a lead. Ball outside. The putback.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one. We thought it would be a tough night for them, and it was.
Sometimes it's about the talent disparity, and it would have taken a massive effort for them to even be competitive, and it was nothing close to that.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. After the basket by New Orleans. For three, Durant. Drills it from deep. Durant's got 5 now.
Well, this, of course, is one of Kevin Durant's strengths. Such an accomplished shooter, scorer from any spot on the floor.
Pass to Olynyk. And here's Murray, guarded by Durant. Nice D from Bridges.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Ball with it, guarded by Olynyk. The shot by Diabate, no good. Pelicans trail by 4. McCollum looks around. Shoots over Miller. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Yeah, the craftiness of McCollum. Smooth in that mid-range area.
It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Miller. Here's Ball. Rebound by Olynyk. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Murray. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. The shot misses. The Hornets have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Screen by Durant. Bridges passes to Durant. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. 7 points in the game. Pelicans trail by 4. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
McCollum against Miller. The steal. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Diabate. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
Here's Olynyk. After the basket by Charlotte. Pass to McCollum. Fires the 3. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime.
Now here's Ball. 27 points his last game. Up top, Bridges. The 3 ball. All no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Murray passes to Olynyk. Williamson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it. Miller pulls it in.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
And here's New Orleans now. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's McCollum. Miller pulls it in.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Up top, Ball. A proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. Durant, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Pass to McCollum. Now here's Williamson. Shots blocked.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with New Orleans head coach, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop, and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. It's a completely new group for the Pelicans. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Nurkic has checked in for Diabate. Walker comes in for Bridges. Whitmore's checked in for Durant. And it's Mann in for LaMelo Ball. Here's Boston, guarded by Miller. Boston with the bucket.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Outside man. Pass to Walker. Back to man. Shot clock at 5. Here's Whitmore. And it's Boston with the rebound.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
And that one's good. And now just a 3-point Hornet lead.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
Outside man. Miller outside. And the layup falls. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Pass to Robinson Earl to the wing on the left. Here's Boston, takes it inside, and the rebound goes to Charlotte. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And the regular season is almost over, Doris. What are you honed in on tonight?
I think, Brian, whether we're talking about pre-All-Star break where things can get a little wonky or maybe the start of the season, to me, the best teams, regardless of the time of the year it is, they are focused on staying true to their habits and remaining competitively tough. Because I don't care if you're playing guys outside the rotation that are normal, those guys have got to bring great effort. The standard should be met nightly regardless of the circumstance.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Charlotte leading by 3. Outside man. Got a piece of it. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting 1 shot.
Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Down low. Here's Misi. And it's all tied up.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And here's Whitmore. Yet to see a basket. Miller, the pass to Nurkic. Miller on the wing. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yes, Brandon Miller is polished offensively, but he's willing to make some contact happen as well. That's nicely done.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the evening. That's good for Miller.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Misi. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
There's a screen by Nurkic. Miller, the pass to Walker. Six to shoot. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Walker. Now it's a 6-point Hornet lead.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Boston, the pass to Alvarado. Here's Misi, defended by Nurkic. Back to Jones. Pass to Robinson Earl. And here's Alvarado. No good with the triple. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Walker. Here's Whitmore outside. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Pelicans trail by 9. Jones from outside. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Mann. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. On the break. Jones from outside. Drops in the 3. Outside Whitmore. Miller outside. Just 3 on the clock. Here's Walker. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Charlotte, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Hornets leading by 6. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Cam Whitmore, Trey Mann out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Walker, and it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. And rejected. McCollum outside. The shot by Olynyk, no good. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
That is Kelly Olynyk using his size to his advantage right at the rim. Nice finish.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Miles Bridges checked in for Charlotte. Durant comes in for Whitmore. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. The Hornets in second.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Bridges outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
I think if you get out-rebounded by that wide a margin, it speaks to a lack of energy and effort, and that's problematic.
Another shot. Misi's shot is good. Misi's got his second basket.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Durant, the pass to Bridges. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Oh, that was something else,
I mean, just
man.
Beautiful.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pelicans trail by 4. Pass to Misi. Outside Jones. Pulls up on the wing. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Diabate's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Knocked loose. And stolen by Alvarado. The shot by Misi, no good. Hornets leading by 4. Doris, Trey Mann is an example of a semi-late bloomer in the NBA.
The NBA, that's not unusual for a player in his early 20s. Now he's been with a couple of different organizations. There's a versatility to how he contributes in the stat sheet. And a lot of times, especially for somebody of Trey Mann's skill set, it's about fit.
First one falls. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Zion Williamson is a one-of-one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Now here's McCollum. Give him 8. Murray from outside. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Man with it. He's picked up by Williamson. The 3. Again the miss by the Hornets. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Alvarado's checked in for the Pelicans. Only 5 games left to go, and then it's playoff time. Let's check in on the East. You look at Charlotte, They have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon.
You know, for the Hornets, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And here are the Pelicans now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, McCollum sinks it from distance. McCollum's got 11 points.
I love McCollum's versatility as a scorer. He moves just all over the floor and gets it done.
Pass to Diabate. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
That one's off. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Williamson left side. The rebound by Bridges. Hornets leading by 3. Ball with it. Pass to Bridges. There's the triple. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
Miles Bridges getting more and more audacious from the three-point line. We see you, sir.
Here's McCollum. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Pelicans. 6-point game.
17 foul.
Now here's McCollum. 13 points in the game. Here's Alvarado. And Ball's over to help. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Outside Durant. Pass to man. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up. Oh, Zion! Up high to finish the lob.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Ball with it. Guarded by Olynyk. Back to Bridges. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Pelicans trail by 6. There's McCollum with the 3. Hornets with the rebound. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Here's a look at what's coming up for the New Orleans Pelicans. On Wednesday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against the Magic, this is one that they expect to win. But those games can be tricky. Remember, there are no free wins in this league.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Robinson Earl's checked in for the Pelicans. Boston comes in for Zion Williamson. And so he makes both from the line.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
McCollum, the pass to Alvarado. Here's Boston. There's McCollum with the 3. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Walker. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And Charlotte making a change here. Whitmore's checked in.
Team foul. Shooting for Charlotte. Walker at the line for 1.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Now here's Miller. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. All right, a moment to see which point guards are doing the most damage from long range since the All-Star break. Number 5 is LaMelo Ball.
And over the years, we have really seen the point guard position evolve. Give these guys a whole bunch of credit. I mean, what a great group of long-range shooters.
You know, and having that element of long-range shooting ability makes them a tough puzzle for defenders to solve. You know, it's an invaluable asset for point guard, and these players have it in a big-time way.
Here's Boston. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Boston's got 8.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
Walker sets a screen. The 3 from Ball. A 3-ball from LaMelo.
The basketball IQ is already so impressive. Love seeing LaMelo Ball get crafty in the pick and roll.
There's McCollum with the 3. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Miller. Give him 8 points now. From deep. And it's Boston with the rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
All right, let's get an update on DeJounte Murray. Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Pelicans let me know the status. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to be healthy coming down the stretch. It looks like their depth will be tested now.
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
Alvarado outside. Pass to Robinson Earl. And he makes it on the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Hornets leading by 7. Miller outside to the middle. Here's Nurkic. It's hauled in by New Orleans. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Kept alive. Pass to Boston. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. And now it's just a 4-point Charlotte lead.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Now here's Ball. Tightly guarded. Nurkic passes to Walker. Here's Whitmore outside. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds now. Goes up on the wing. Walker pulls down the board. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Back to Nurkic. Fires for 3. The shot won't fall. Here's New Orleans now. It's been 8 unanswered for them. The 11-footer. The shot by Boston, no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Nurkic finds Miller. Nails it from 3. Miller's got 11 points.
Well, Brandon Miller working without the basketball, but as soon as it finds his hands, boy, he is shot ready.
And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That'll be a second foul of the game. Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. DeJounte Murray comes in for Alvarado. Ball against Murray. Pass to Robinson Earl. Back to Murray. Here's Boston. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. 13 points in the game.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Ball against Murray. Ball passes to Miller. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Miller at the line for 1.
That's good for Miller.
Well, Brandon Miller's agility is a big strength, guys. He can draw a lot of fouls when he's using that quickness.
Murray passes to Boston. Off target from outside.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Ball outside. Rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Murray from outside. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Pelicans trail by 8. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Charlotte has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Ball into the lane. Rebounded by New Orleans. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. With the teardrop. Rebounded by Nurkic. Now Miller. There's a screen by Nurkic. 1 second left.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And so it's Charlotte finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
KD, you were so on top of it defensively. How have you been able to contain them?
They're so tough, but we're playing hard. You know, guys are getting beat, but we're helping each other out, and that's what we have to do if we want to win this game.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the Hornets. They know they're the top. Row, row, row. You know what that is, Ernie? Top diggity dog. Now, it's got to be as healthy as possible. Start preparing for round one.
And following up what you say, it is a dog-eat-dog league. Some great teams going to be gunning for them. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we